Welcome back to the Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into ACIM Lesson 29. And let me tell you, if you've been following along, this specific lesson is a massive, fundamental shift in how we perceive the world. It's bold, it challenges our everyday thinking right down to the roots, and it is absolutely crucial for where we're heading next.
So here is the exact lesson for today. God is in everything I see. Now just let that sit with you for a second. It doesn't say God is in the beautiful things or the grand, obviously spiritual things. It literally says everything. This is the central thesis we're exploring today, and it's basically the key to unlocking a totally new way of experiencing your daily life.
So, what does this actually mean for us? Well, the text explains that this single idea is the whole basis for true vision. Why? Because it reveals that absolutely nothing is separate. Nothing exists just by itself or in itself. It explains why you can look at any random thing and see a universal purpose in it, and why nothing you see actually means anything entirely on its own. The source text even goes as far as saying this one idea explains every single concept we've used so far, and all the ones coming up. It's like a giant puzzle, and this is the piece that connects the whole shebang.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might be feeling a ton of resistance to this right now, and that is perfectly okay. The text fully anticipates that you're going to find this idea completely alien, maybe a little silly, or even funny. You might look at this and think it's senseless or totally objectionable. Our minds are so deeply wired to see a world of isolated, fragmented objects. So being told that divinity is present in literally everything is naturally going to cause some friction. I mean, it's completely natural to wonder how something divine could possibly be found in a completely mundane object. You might look across your room and think, wait, God is in that wastebasket? The human mind instantly rebels against that. We think, certainly God is not in a table, at least not as I see it. And honestly, that little phrase right there, as I see it, that is the key to unlocking this whole lesson. We really need to contrast our normal, limited viewpoint with what this lesson is teaching. In our normal, everyday view, a table is just a table, right? It's an isolated, kind of meaningless object made of wood. But the Lesson 29 view flips that entirely. We learned previously that a table actually shares the purpose of the universe. And here's the logic. Whatever shares the purpose of the universe automatically shares the purpose of its creator. It's no longer just a piece of furniture. It is an integrated part of a unified whole. And that brings us perfectly to the definition of true vision. To get there, the text tells us we need to begin looking at all things with love, appreciation, and a really open mind. Why? Because right now, we don't actually see things for what they truly are. We have to admit that a much deeper, holy purpose exists beyond our own little range of sight. It's about letting go of what we think we know and being open to what's really there. But here is the amazing promise the source text gives us. It says, when vision has shown you the holiness that lights up the world, you will understand today's idea perfectly. It promises that once you actually experience this shift, once you see that underlying light, you won't even understand how you ever found this concept difficult in the first place. All that skepticism you're feeling right now, it's going to completely vanish. Okay, section 2, how to practice today. Let's get right into the exact instructions. Your core practice is super simple and should only take about 2 minutes. Just follow these 3 steps. First, repeat the idea to yourself. Second, apply it to randomly chosen subjects right there in your immediate environment. And third, name each one specifically. It is a very grounded, present moment exercise. Now, a quick heads up, actually, scratch that. This is an absolutely crucial warning. You have to avoid the tendency towards self-directed selection. Don't play favorites. Because this idea feels so weird to us, you're going to be tempted to only pick nice things like a flower and skip over the ugly or boring stuff. But any order or hierarchy you try to impose goes completely against reality. You have to be totally random. To show you exactly how indiscriminate you need to be, the text gives us these incredibly ordinary examples. You literally just look around and say, God is in this coat hanger. God is in this magazine. God is in this finger. God is in this lamp. God is in that body. God is in that door. God is in that wastebasket. Your list should be as completely free of your own selection as humanly possible. So, here is your game plan for the day. You're aiming for 6 dedicated sessions, each lasting just 2 minutes. But on top of that, you need to do brief, unhurried check-ins at least once every single hour. Consistency is what's going to break down those old habits of how we see the world. When you do these hourly check-ins, really slow it down. Look slowly around you as you say the words to yourself. Don't rush it.
The text points out that if you do this right, at least once or twice today, you should experience a deep sense of restfulness. When you stop constantly judging and categorizing everything, your mind gets to truly relax.
All right, let's lock this right back into our minds as the primary takeaway for your entire day. God is in everything I see. Again, that's 6 2-minute sessions today, plus a gentle reminder every hour. Write it down, put it on your phone, whatever you have to do. Keep bringing your mind back to this one statement. I want to leave you with this to chew on as you step away from this explainer. If it's really true that nothing is separate, how will uncovering this hidden holiness change what you look at next? Imagine how it might change your reaction to a stressful situation, a boring chore, or a person you disagree with. It's definitely something to think about. If this explainer was helpful for your practice today, please drop a like and subscribe. It really helps us reach other focused learners who are trying to unpack this material alongside us. Thanks so much for hanging out and learning with me today. And good luck with your practice!